So we've defeated Aswell, or so we think. I'm not sure if he's actually going to be dead, but he's been the bad guy from the start till now. Aswell's been the bad guy for the entirety of the game. However, with him defeated, I wonder if we're going to get the true bad guy, which I believe in all the other Soul Calibur games it's been Nightmare. Now we've encountered Nightmare once before, which was only in last episode of the episode before, and he didn't seem as significant as he once was, but maybe that threat will grow over time. So the Black Demon. After Aswell's defeat, I managed to get mixed up in all sorts of wild adventures. A long time passed in what seemed to be a blink of an eye. But on all my travels, there was one thing I could never get out of my mind. Groh. What had happened to him? Was he even still alive? I realized it was time for me to embark on another journey. I thought back to what happened that day. Groh had fallen into the ravine with Aswell, but Aswell had survived, so it was possible that Groh had too. But even if he was still alive, it was likely that his malfestation had grown far worse. Groh knew exactly how far he would safely push the limits of the malfested power within him. However, when the time came, he purposefully went beyond them. His words echoed in my mind. I know that my mind will not survive if I harness my complete power. The thought depressed me. If that was what had become of him, it was up to me to keep my promise. I spoke to robbers, bounty hunters, and others who made their living in the shadows, all in the hopes of finding the clues to Groh's whereabouts. Yeah, that'd be the Black Demon, you know. He's kinda like the Azure Knight fella way back. I'd keep well away. Not worth the bounty money if you ask me. Elusive, cruel, devilishly fast, even wilier than a fox. None have survived long enough to even get a good look at him. We've got an unspoken rule in the shadows. Some things you just don't do, no matter how much money's on the table, unless you got a death wish anyway. Where is he? Ha! Hell if I know. If I did, I'd make a quick buck selling the info onto some rich goody two-shoes who want to play hero. The Black Demon. This was the first lead with potential I'd come across. Perhaps this would put me on the path to fighting Groh. I thought about my next move. There was a limit to what I could accomplish alone. I needed help, and the only option I saw was the Aval organization. I couldn't be sure the lead was solid, however, the Black Demon definitely sounded like an outsider, so I felt I could be onto something. Natalie and Dion had told me if they had any information they would send a messenger. But what was the point of waiting? If my travels had told me anything, it was that I needed to take the initiative to get anything done. That meant making my way to a town far off the beaten path. I'd need some time to locate it. Olden Council in Athens. Travelling by yourself is a lonely thing, and I missed having good company. The road was long, but eventually, I arrived at a town that had seen better days. Following the instructions I had been given, I made my way to a lake on the outskirts of town, and stood there holding an incense burner. Soon, an agent for the Aval organization appeared, and guided me to one of the organization's hideouts. Scott, we were expecting you. It's been a while. Dion and Natalie were waiting for me. Apparently, Aval had been keeping close tabs on my movements, and they had known I was coming. When I told them what I was doing and about this Black Demon, Dion fell silent for some time. Naturally, we've been searching for Groh, but to no avail. Additionally, it has been difficult to continue our search. Even our organisation is fractured at times. Groh has been judged to be an outsider, but we are divided on whether he must be dealt with. Aval does not compromise regarding outsiders. However, Groh served us well for many years, and his contribution in the fight against Aswell have made him a hero. Many of us believe it's too soon to pass judgment on him, and so our investigations have stalled while we bicker on what to do. And besides, we do not even know whether he's still alive. I asked them what they thought about the rumour I'd heard. Well, we heard those rumours as well. However, we do not know if he's indeed an outsider, and have yet to organise an investigation. And we've no reason to believe the Black Demon is Groh either. However, if you're willing to help us with a little task, Then we can mobilise some of our agents to gather information on their return. I had no problem helping them, but needed to know what that entailed. It's the Astral Fissures. Not all have been dealt with. We're working on a way to take care of them ourselves, but you are the most efficient way of doing that we know of. As ever, our numbers are few. We know you no longer require the power of the Fissures, but if you aid us, we'll aid you in return. After some thought, I agreed to help. Then it's settled. I shall tell you the location of the Astral Fissure. You can handle it yourself, I presume. I gave a small nod, and Dion told me the information I needed. Let's do it. A new mission, Howard. With the information Dion had given me in hand, I made my way to the newly discovered Astral Fissure. Zasalamel told me I still had the power to absorb them, and it was time to see if he was right. The Astral Fissure was where Dion had said it would be. Unlike Yangwan, the area was relatively unaffected, which was somewhat of a relief. I approached the Astral Fissure carefully, and a Berserker appeared. I risk my honor for victory. You have no honor, beast, foul creature of the dark. You will be slain, banished.
Battle 1. Fight!
You dare! It ends now!
Feel fear! You're...
Oh, you dick!
Take this! Feel fear!
Hey, this guy's pretty hard. What's he level 4 himself?
Fight!
Well, that's it. We're not playing any games anymore.
You're no threat! Pathetic! You're mine!
Watch this.
Watch closely.
See ya. Watch closely, bitch.
Real power. You're finished.
Final battle. Fight!
You dare. It ends now.
Oh, you're
Fuck me. That move is ridiculous. Oh, I hate that move. I've remembered that. My god, that's so fast.
You dare. It ends now. What?
Oh my god, he beasted it.
the soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
That guy's no joke, like. That sword stab and grab is like so damaging.
Battle 1. Fight!
Give up! Give up! Give up!
Submit!
No, I want to do the grab. I can't do it. What's going on here? Hold man, air grab. I keep getting.
Ready?
Haha, there we go. Right, that's it. Enough fucking about.
Wrong move! Wrong move! Wrong move! Wrong move!
Feel fear!
Block, 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 block.
You're nothing!
What the fuck's that? No, 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 no. Oh my god, he's done it. done us like I'm a little bitch.
Battle 2. Fight.
Where's my skills gone? I had fucking mad Soul Calibur skills now. I'm a fucking bitch. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. That's not what I want to do. Fucking parries. Go for the kill, go for the kill, go for the kill, kill, kill. Oh, no.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This is not cool, bro, at all. I think I as well absorbed my fucking Soul Calibur skills when I fought him.
You're no match. Give it up, damn it.
You're no threat.
Wrong move, wrong move, wrong move, wrong move, wrong move. Wrong move. Give up and die.
Oh, fucking laws. I fucking hate laws. Law attacks are the bane of my existence. Stop the fucking laws, you dick. Right, that's it. Fuck off. Fucking wrong move, you dick. Get right on the fucking edge. Oh shit. Oh, that was a mistake.
Feel despair. Time to end.
This guy is a beast.
Final battle. Fight.
You dead. It ends now. Give up. Wrong move.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Give up.
Watch
Closely.
See ya, dickhead.
My specialty. Real power. You're finished.
The good thing about the special is that you go invisible. You can't be hit while you initiate it. So if they're in an attack animation, it's a guaranteed hit. The fallen must face death. With the Berserker defeated, I walked over to the Astral Fissure. As I stretched my hand towards the Astral Fissure, I felt two forces tugging at me from the other side. In my mind I heard a voice from my dreams, and two swords appeared. Which symbol of power would I choose? Going for the Azure sword, baby. Soon the Astral Fissure vanished. I felt an enormous surge of power flow into me, a power even stronger than what I had felt before. Perhaps it was because my connection with the sword slumbering within the Astral Fissure had also grown in strength. Whatever the case, it seemed I still possessed the ability to absorb the fissures. It was time to report back to Dion.
Your soul surges in your body.
His request. You've done well. Aval thanks you, so do I. Once again I found myself at the Aval organization's base, meeting with Dion and Natalie. Unfortunately the investigation into Sir Groh's whereabouts are proceeding slowly. However, I've read several reports about what may be the Black Demon. Aval agents in a number of different locations have heard rumours of it while gathering information on outsiders. Our agents' reports contain information on where it was sighted, who it attacked and when, and so on. Alas, we can draw no clear conclusions yet. Worse, these reports raise more questions than answers. With so many sightings spread out over such a large area, it's difficult to imagine they all corresponded to the same entity. In other words, There's a good chance that these leads are red herrings, and it won't lead me to Groh, or the Black Demon. Do you still plan to pursue this demon? I nodded. Dion responded with a deep sigh. Scott, please find Sir Groh. I asked this not as part of the organisation. This request is for me personally. I asked him what the plan was once Groh, or the Black Demon, was found. If he's found and has lost himself to evil, then the only one with power can stop him. What the fuck? Then the only one with the power to stop him is you. Sir Groh taught me how to fight, but more than that, I owe my life. It saddens me to say there are so many in the Aval who have lost sight of its true purpose, blinded by their lust for power and squabbling for personal gain. But Sir Groh, loyalty and purpose never wavered. Aval needs him now more than ever. Furthermore, he believed in you, is that not so? I gave a small nod. Blah blah blah, right, that's it. Wave farewell, let's find them. What's this? Astral Fissure Sealing missions. You can now accept Astral Fissure Sealing missions. The Aval organisation offers substantial rewards for these missions, so try to seal any Astral Fissures that appear. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel that the Aval organisation will get a lot more done if they quit a lot of their jibber jabber. Right, exploration. The information from the Aval organisation had hardly been enlightening, but I would surely have been more in the dark had I acted alone. And with that, I began my search for the Black Demon. Okay, so we're gone over here by the looks of things. Ah, we haven't made it there yet. Quasvin. I'm gonna have to go on a manual track here. 8,000 gold. Why the fuck is that so expensive? Batumi. I know it's further away, but maybe I don't have to cross any mountains. Say 420 gold, bargain.
A warrior stands in your way.
Fucking hell. Ear ape stands in your way. Bandit leaped out of nowhere to block my path. I had no choice but to fight. Fuck this bandit. Let's destroy it. I might know what it is. I might switch weapons over to Geralt's weapons to test them out. Can I do that like now? No.
Fight!
Oh, it's bloody Ivy. Alright, you shadow box in there, yeah? Just gonna shadow box? You gonna try and fight?
You dare! No chance! It ends now!
No chance, bitch!
Wrong move! Wrong move!
Not a chance!
Give up!
Not a chance!
Oh.
Strike! Ready? Strike!
KO!
Oh my god, she was weak as fuck. I think I hit that 3 times. I wanna try it, oh, is that it? Fumakugi 186 to 223. Is that better than what I've got? Fumakugi. Right, so we're there anyways. Let's check our weapons. Nah, mine's better than that. Let's see what Geralt's swords are like. I don't even know what they're called. Witcher Steel Sword, 10 and 10. What level is this mission? Tell you what, I'm going to do this mission as normal, and then we're going to find a shop and buy some Witcher swords. Actually, no, what it is? Fuck this. I bet you I can do this mission with 10/10 damage because I'm a beast. Witcher steel sword, let's try it out. Now, what lurks in the harbour? With the information I'd received from the Aval organization to guide me, I went in search of the Black Demon. According to their intelligence, the demon was located in a port town nearby. My first thought was, how could it be possible for a Malfested to lurk in this town unnoticed? According to the Aval agent's report, a particularly cunning Malfested had wheeled its way into society by disguising itself as a merchant. While the Black Demon was skilled at covering its tracks, something about this didn't feel quite the same. This Malfested looked and acted just like any other human. For a specimen with such guile, interrogation would be pointless. What could I do? I tailed it until night. When it entered the dark, empty alleyways, I approached it. Who's there? I approached silently and the Malfested bolted. Hastily I followed. I arrived at, or perhaps I should say I was led to the port. The Malfested stood before me, sword in hand. How did you know? The Malfested was clearly panicked. Without a word, I readied my weapon. I don't think this is going to be the Black Demon, like, this is just going to be a random Malfested. I'm going to banish it with a Witcher silver sword. Oh.
Battle 1. Fight!
If I can crack the air. Oh, nice.
Take this! Take this!
That's a good move.
Feel despair!
Oh, stop doing them moves. I'm trying to work this out. Right, I don't think I want to be able to do much damage here, right? But oh, he's got a roll as well. Alright, nice.
Take this!
Oh, I don't know if I like it. Oh, he missed, like. Right, let's. I didn't know if I like the Witcher's fighting stance.
Lays here to rest.
Fuck this. We're going back to Taki. Yeah, I've had a bit play with the Geralt style and it's far too slow for my playstyle. Fuck this. Weapons. That's the one. Right, that's it. They're going down because Taki's fighting style is the best in the game. We've had our play. Foreplay with the Witcher's swords. Probably not the best time to try out a new weapon style with only 10 damage.
1. Fight!
You dare! It ends now!
Oh, you want to do that, do you?
Wrong move! Wrong move! It ends now. Take this. Give up.
KO!
See ya.
Battle 2. Fight.
You dare! Begin. Taste power.
Ooh, block, block, block.
This is it. Weep.
Dickhead blood. Have one of these. Oh, you doing it again? Oh, different one.
Watch closely.
Oh, you blocked it, you dick.
Feel fear.
Fucking prick.
You dare. It ends now.
No. Oh my god. So close. So close. Hey, that wake up attack off that he's got is amazing.
You dare.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
It ends now. You dare. Watch closely.
See ya.
My
Oh, it's comboed.
real power.
Look at the damage, man.
You're finished. Feeble. Not yet. Give up.
Oh, you knocked me hat off? You remove the hat, you die. The Malfested was a powerful adversary, true, but it was unlikely that he was the black demon I sought. It was time to follow up on my next lead.
Your soul surges in your body.
Bloody hell, we're going miles away now. So I think might be fast from here. Lanzu. 210? Ah, that's acceptable. The wolf in the forest. I received more information potentially linked to the Malfested I sought. Hunters had been attacked by a Malfested deep in a forest only a short journey away. According to the information I received from the Aval organization, a Malfested lurked in this forest. The average person would never set foot in here, but hunters who braved these woods were known to disappear. The density of the trees made for plenty of blind spots, an ambusher's dream. It was no wonder few ever saw this creature and lived to tell the tale. The Malfested here could indeed be the Black Demon. My heart pounding, I made my way into the depths of the shadowy forest. Almost immediately I was attacked. My attacker, however, was not human, but a lone wolf. Unused to fighting wild beasts, I knew tough battle lay ahead. I tried to escape my bestial assailant, but it pursued me with dogged persistence and speed. Perhaps this creature was Malfested. The moment I finally landed what I thought was a decisive blow, a whistle pierced the air and the wolf retreated into the darkness of the trees. Apparently, this wolf had an owner. Following the trail of blood, I arrived at a clearing where a Malfested hunter was crouching next to a wounded wolf. So the hunter becomes the hunted. Without a word, I ready my weapon. Foul beasts. Controlling foul beasts. I will end you both.
Battle 1. Fight!
You dare!
Cervantes, I hate Cervantes. He's fast, right?
Give up! It ends now! It ends now.
Not yet.
Yeah, Cervantes is fast, and if you block any of his
Battle
attacks,
2. Fight.
if you play as a short range character like Taki, he puts you out of range.
Give up. You're mine.
Block, block, block.
It ends now.
Motherfucker. That's it. See ya.
My specialty. Real power. You're finished. Feeble.
You wanna lie on the floor like a dick, do you? That's what you get. The malfested hunter took the life of the wounded wolf, likely in order to prevent its suffering. This was not something I would expect from the Black Demon, so likely my target was elsewhere. My investigation had so far proved fruitless. At this pace, I would never find the Black Demon or Groh. I thought back to the promise I'd made him. Kill me. No matter what difficulties I faced, I could never give up. Once again, I went to meet Dion and Natalie. Dion and Natalie. Oh look, there's Zhanghua. Raging Fire, Flowing Water, the Nekamata Gang, Tasuka and Rin. Oh, that's right, because I had to clean up that gang, but I've already killed the boss. Alright, where is this? We're going back to Athens by the looks of it. A shadow in the dark. When I arrived, I told them how poorly things had gone. I say, well, you'll not be pleased to know that our efforts have been similarly disappointing. However, certain facts have become clear. Firstly, the Black Demon is said to use a sword. Secondly, it operates only at night. Thirdly, after analysing our few eyewitness reports, we can now say with certainty that the demon's actions are similar to those of an outsider. This indicates that it is no longer in control of itself, so all this means... Dion paused. It's highly likely that if the organisation found out, they would classify the demon as an outsider. If the Black Demon isn't indeed Groh, we'll all need to prepare ourselves to accept that. Natalie and I are doing what we can to keep this information quiet for now. Dion unravelled a map on the table. This may help somewhat. It shows every location where the Black Demon has been sighted. We've removed irrelevant sighting locations from this map based on the skill level of the victims, the appearance and weapon used by the assailant, and so on. However, the death of witnesses means we cannot guarantee the validity of our information. The three of us shared our thoughts as we looked over the map. Despite talking for hours, we could not reach any concrete conclusions on where or how to continue our search. The data was just too scarce. I've been wondering, what did Groh do before joining Aval? Natalie's question was sudden and unexpected. I believe Sir Groh has always been part of the organisation. Not quite. It is true that he was raised by the organisation from a young age, but if I remember correctly, he and Sir Curtis were from the same area. Well, in that case, I suppose Sir Groh is from somewhere in Scandinavia. So it's unclear how exactly he came to join Aval. Thinking back, Groh had spoken about missing his homeland. He let slip that he endured fierce blizzards there. It would make sense if he was from somewhere in the north. We will continue our investigations, you do the same. Keep your wits about you. The information we have on the Black Demon suggests it's no ordinary outsider. Even if you find it, approach with caution and retreat to the first sign of danger. Remember, you're not alone. I nodded and set out once again. You're not alone. Oh, here we go. The shadow in the snow. With this information I obtained from Dion and Natalie, I was able to surmise approximately where Groh's homeland was. Up to that point, I had been on a wild goose chase. I had learned some small things about the Black Demon, but had no true leads. This time, however, I had an inkling I was headed in the right direction. Before me lay a subliminally beautiful sight, a rugged land of great glaciers and awe-inspiring vistas. The cold, however, was less pleasant. If I was careless, I'd freeze to death. I lit a fire and warmed myself by it as I waited for the sun to set. No moon shone in the sky that night. The soft snow seemed to absorb all sound, silencing the calls of beast and bird. The crackle of my campfire seemed deafening. From afar I heard footsteps crunching through the snow, the steady 1, 2 rhythm, indicating a human. I was unable to discern how far away they were, but they seemed to be heading towards me. Not wanting to take any chances, I readied my weapon. The footsteps grew near and then stopped. The fire crackled. I called out, but received no reply. A piece of wood on the fire snapped with a loud crack. Groh! A bestial cry filled the air, and the shadowy assailant jumped out of the darkness. I was barely able to deflect a lightning-fast flash. In the glow of the fire, I could just make out a swordsman in the black uniform of the Aval organization. His mad, blood-red eyes caught mine, and a chill ran up my spine. It was Groh. Twice, 3 times our weapons clashed. It was clear I was the prey and not the predator. Dion's words flashed through my mind. I kicked the logs into the fire, on the fire into the air. Yeah! A piece of burning wood struck Groh in the face, sending him reeling back. Quick as a flash, I turned and ran for my life. From behind me, I heard a terrifying howl echo through the chilly night air. What we're running for, man? I'm strong, my beast. As I feared, the Black Demon was indeed Groh, however. He had completely lost himself to malfestation, and now, unfettered strength was incredible. He was as strong as when he defeated Aswell, perhaps even stronger. It would have been foolish to try and overpower him. Should I seek the help of the Aval organization? No. There was another I should first. Is this going to be Zasalamel? Zasalamel, he taught me how to become strong enough to bring down Aswell, and made no other way to face Groh's might. Though I hated to leave Groh like this, I decided to search for Zasalamel. Could we not have searched for him first, got all the power we needed, and then went on the hunt? Because, like, you know, it's good to be prepared and all that. Advice. The controller's connection status has changed. You mean it's disconnected? And why would it do that? Hold on, man, I'm getting into the bloody story. Don't fail me now. It was no small feat trying to track down the scythe-wielding sage, but I somehow managed to locate him in Osteinberg. You, what do you want? I explained how I found Groh, but needed to know how to defeat him. That man was of great interest to me, despite his connection to the Aval organization. You need not do anything for him. He has lost all control and rampages like a mad bull. Though he has incredible strength now, it will wane in time. And when the last drop drains from him, death will calm his soul. I told Zasalamel how I'd promised to kill Groh should he return. After a brief pause, Zasalamel spoke. The sword you used to kill Aswell may be able to strike down your malfested friend too. Can you still sense the sword? I closed my eyes and concentrated. It was faint, but the blade still called out to me. You may still be able to summon it. However, your task will not be easy. Then again, you already know that. This time you may have to sacrifice a good portion of your remaining life to malfest the sword, and if you fail, well, you will very likely perish, so think hard before you act. I told him I would fight Groh, whatever the cost. Those of limited lifetimes often behave in strange ways. Very well, do as you please. In the blink of an eye, Zasalamel disappeared. I supposed he was finished with me. For now. Does that mean we're going back? North? No. Save him. Before I faced down Groh, I decided to once again pay a visit to the Aval organization's base. I had no intention of asking for help, but I thought I should explain my intentions. Sir Groh. Dion's eyes were filled with anguish. The Black Demon's list of victims grows longer daily. It will soon be impossible to keep the rest of the Aval in the dark. Eventually, we'll have to speak out about you too, as part of our report on the Black Demon. That will be the point of no return. Even if it's true that his power will eventually wane and he will die, Aval will not stand idly by to watch it happen. Sir Groh's fate would be to die like an animal at the hands of his hunters, without honour, and as an outsider I cannot bear even the thought of it. Is there really no other way? I cannot concede defeat just yet. When I told Dion I wished to defeat Groh myself, he let out an enormous sigh. Then so be it. It is in your hands now. I shall delay my report to the organisation. As I went to leave the room, Dion called out to me. Scott, I leave Sir Groh's fate in your hands. I told him I would fulfill my promise to Groh and made my exit. I wonder if we can save Groh like we did Yang Wan. Is that his name? Yang Hua at the start of the game. Resolution. The wintry tundra spread before me as far as the eye could see. I had to fulfill my promise to Groh. The path ahead was clear, and nothing could make me stray from it. Level 60 Groh and a level 46 Scott. Prepare for the battle of the times. I returned to the snowy field where I had encountered Groh. With my weapon ready, I scoured the area in hope of finding my opponent before he found me. Unfortunately, he was not so easy to track down. But perhaps Groh had sensed I was looking for him. He found me before the sun set. No. I could feel his madness, his bloodlust. There was nothing left of the noble man I once knew. The time for words was over. This is going to be very, 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 very challenging, I imagine.
Battle 1. Fight!
You dare! It ends now!
Shit. Oh! See ya. Oh, I didn't have special. Shit. No, don't do that, don't do that. Look how close that battle was, that was ridiculous.
Battle 2. Fight!
You dare! No chance! It ends now!
Oh, he grabbed us, you motherfucker. Get up, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away.
You dare! It ends now! Watch closely!
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, at least it landed.
Real power! You're finished! Feeble! Give up!
Yeah. By the way, the damage this guy hits, he hits as it takes up a third of me health.
You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now!
What you doing?
Move it!
Oh, that teleport. Fuck me. The guard break potentially has got like ridiculous.
Fight!
You dare! You dare!
Fuck. I can't even get up. Are you kidding me?
Closely. My specialty. Real power. You're finished. Feeble. You're worthless.
That teleport is so, it like catches us so
The
off guard.
soul
Like,
of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I had him far away there. I was about to do a move and then he teleports in close just for to throw us off. This guy's no joke.
Battle 1. Fight!
Give up.
I'll destroy your soul!
Fucking teleports. No, 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 no. I fucking swore I blocked low there, like.
Battle 2. Fight!
You dare. It ends now. You dare.
Oh my god, oh my fucking shit. Oh, you fucking. This guy's brutal.
Battle 3. Fight!
Watch
Fuck off.
closely.
Oh, he knocked us out with a
dare.
special. Brilliant.
Now. You dare.
Don't do that, don't do that, don't do
You
that.
dare. It ends now. Give up.
Your soul! I'll destroy your soul!
No, 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 no. This is.
You dare. Watch closely. My specialty.
It's futile, that, like.
You're finished. Feeble.
No, don't do that. Right.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I found out, right, if you block,
1.
if you pressing down, it confuses the computer. And how did he do that? Did he start the match with full special? And half my health bar's gone in a one-up.
You dare.
Fucking hell, man.
Battle 2. Fight!
You dare.
Not over! Your soul! Your soul!
Now what I'm gonna have to start doing, I have to start learning how to fucking guard. Switch it. Let's try something. Nah. I've got no idea
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
how to correctly parry. Like do a guard break. It's too.
Battle 1. Fight!
You dare. No chance. It ends now. You dare. It ends now.
Fucking dick.
Give up. You dare. It ends now. You dare.
Fucking cocksucker.
Battle 2.
I can't even do half his health bar, it's ridiculous.
It ends now. You dare. It ends now. You dare. It ends now. You dare. Give it up. Yes, you dare. It ends
Psych,
now.
bitch. Oh.
You dare.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah.
Battle 3. Fight.
You dare.
I hate that move as well. He's doing too many fucking vertical attacks. It fucking pisses it the fuck off. But what happened there?
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This guy is too good. Far beyond my skill level, like.
Battle 1. Fight.
Give up.
Battle 2. Fight.
Give up.
He's got so many unblockable attacks.
Battle
I didn't even know how to do it.
Watch closely. My specialty.
Like, look at that. The special does like what?
You're finished.
10% of his damage. That's it.
Feeble. You dare. Prepare to die. It ends now. You dare.
Fuck off, you fucking cunt. I hate you. Come here, you prick.
You dare. It ends now. You dare. It ends now. You dare. It ends now. You're mine.
I hate now what it is. The worst thing they implemented in this game was that fucking automatic parry. It just slows the combat down. It's fucking whack.
It ends now. You dare.
You can fucking near teleport to me. This is a...
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest. Battle 1. Fight.
You dare.
I was blocking for a start, like, but never mind. 50% damage from one single special. How do I do that move? I need to know how to do that leg over move.
You dare. It ends now. 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 You dare. It ends now.
Shit, the fucking bed.
Battle 2. Fight.
You dare. No chance. It ends now. You dare. No chance. It ends now. Give up. Give up.
239 damage of a single combo is fucking bullshit. Fucking cunt face.
Battle 3. Fight.
You dare. It ends now. 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 You dare. It ends now.
No man, do the fucking other move, you prick. Fuck me.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
This is gonna be close to impossible, this battle, like. Not at level
Battle 1.
46, like.
You dare! It ends now! You dare! No chance! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You dare! Give it up, yet!
Don't do that.
Give up! Outsider!
Oh, I've done it the wrong way. Fuck. Unreal. You just...
Battle 2.
It's unbelievable.
Fight.
You dare! You dare! No chance! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! You dare! You dare! It ends now! Your soul!
Battle 3. Fight.
You dare!
Let's just let him die. Because there's no way I'm bringing 3 wins back to 2. Oh wait, get up. Kill us.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
I will fucking beat you, little prick. I feel the magic now, like, I feel he's gonna get destroyed by cheap tactics.
Fight.
Maybe not.
You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now!
How does he know what I'm gonna do? He knows what I'm gonna do before I even fucking do it.
Battle 2. Fight.
You dare! It ends now! 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 You dare! You dare! You dare! It ends now! 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 You dare! No chance! Outsider!
No, you fucking dick! You fucking dick! He wouldn't even let us get 1 win.
Battle 3. Fight.
You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! No chance! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You die! Give up! You dare! Prepare to die!
Oh, fucking 1 win in like a 25 losing streak.
Battle 4. Fight.
You dare! You dare! It ends now! 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 You dare! It ends now!
Fuck you, you
You
cunt.
dare!
2-2. This is... I'm gonna get destroyed here. It's gonna go beast mode, isn't he?
Fight.
You dare! You're mine! Give up! You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare!
No! Oh my god. Oh my god. What? He just whips out the fucking blender washing machine and destroys it in a single combo.
Battle 1. Fight!
You dare! It ends now! 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 You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! Give up!
Fuck off.
Battle 2. Fight!
You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now!
How do you like that?
It ends now! You dare! You dare! You dare! It ends now! You dare! It ends now! You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You dare! It ends now!
Ah, he's just, whenever you block it, you're just out of range to do a good attack on him.
It ends now! You dare! 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 It ends now! You dare!
Fuck off!
Give up! You dare! It ends now!
Fucking hell.
Battle
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
You dare! It ends now! 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 You dare! Prepare to die! It ends now! You dare!
Come on, baby. I can taste victory.
Give up! Watch closely!
See ya.
My
Comboed. Special combo, bitch.
You're finished!
Fucking love that, didn't you? Dickhead blood! Wah! Mate, I finished you with a finisher, because I'm a beast like that. I'm sorry, like, I would have let Groh fucking die a horrible death, like an animal that he is.
Forgive me.
You fought hard. I was prepared to die, but instead have incurred a great debt. My journey is not over. I must investigate the astral fissure said to still be open. I will find some way to use my power, other than just for eliminating my enemies, as you did. No doubt our paths will cross again. When that time comes, do not hesitate to let me know if I can help. So long. It has been a great pleasure.
Did he say that to me now? Oh, that's it? No way. That's it? Finally the story mode's over with the finally defeating Groh. Well, what an awesome campaign mode. Do you know what it is? When I first started this campaign, I was like, this isn't Soul Calibur 2's campaign. I'm a bit disappointed. There's no cutscenes, there's far too much dialogue, and like, I just thought it's gonna be really, really bad. But I was proven wrong. Didn't get us wrong, there's a load more dialogue and reading than there is actual combat in the game. Which, to be honest, when you first start a fighting game, you want to get stuck into the combat because you want to learn the game, and that's I think where I got frustrated with in the first couple of episodes, was because I just wanted to get stuck into the fighting. I was learning things bit by bit, and I had to sit through a big section of reading before I got another chance to do some combat. But it's actually really good. The story's amazing, and I love the characters, and I do like the leveling up in the game. Although, if there's one downside to the leveling up that I would say, is that it kind of does put a barrier sometimes, unless you're like a sadist like me, who just smashes the storyline with level fucking 10 weapons. Like, you can see that last battle there, that was ridiculous. It could kill us in like 2 or 3 combos, and to be fair, the only reason I won was to cheap him out using the air cannon thing. But I'd imagine if you did do some side quests and got a chance to level up your character, then it would be a more fair fight. But still, he was in soul charge mode for the entire battle, doing massive damage. I don't think it would have really mattered. But yeah, really good mode. What I think I should have done was, maybe I should have started with the other single player mode in this game, where I believe you just go through it as normal Soul Calibur characters. There's no leveling up or anything, it's just a strict fighting game. But the reason why I didn't do that is because I just want to play as one character. Like, I just wanted to play as Taki's moveset, my favourite character in the game, the one that I like playing as. Because some characters, like, I just can't get the natural flow with them. Like, when I tried The Witcher there, earlier on, he was very slow. I couldn't, then again, because I didn't learn him, I couldn't, like, flow, do moves. I was doing some combos that I knew, like, Taki had, like, button combinations that would do special moves. And all The Witcher there seemed to have was, he did have good launchers, but I didn't know what to combo them into. He had a massive range, and by the looks of it, good damage, even though my swords were only doing 10 damage at a time. But I think if I do play this game, if I do a new arcade mode, I think I might go through it as Geralt the Witcher and start to learn him, even though he's a bit of a slower playstyle. But yeah, great story. I'm not entirely sure as to what the implementation of the good and bad choices made, because I think 3 or 4 times during the game I got to make light side or dark side choices, and I think the only dark side choice I made was to rob a guy who tried to rob me, and I ended up getting a good weapon off him. But it had no effect on the story or anything, unless if I had to pick more bad choices, maybe instead of pulling out the soul blade and fighting as well with, I would pull out the soul edge. But I'm not sure. I might look on the internet to see what changes it actually does make. But other than that, phenomenal game, great experience. I love Soul Calibur. Yeah, I do get a hint of, it's not a bad thing inherent to the Soul Calibur series. It's all fighting games. Is I believe the way all fighting games are programmed is the opponents don't react. They like foresee. Like, they foresee, they know what button presses you use, so they're either ready to guard or ready to attack to what you're not doing. Like, it's not a reactionary fighting style when you face computer opponents, which is a bit disappointing. And you'll find that opponents either guard everything you do or they don't guard at all. Which, then again, I suppose it's a bit like me, because once I start guarding, like, it seems like my finger gets glued to the block button, and like I freeze up like a little lamb. Was it little deer in headlights? It's crazy. I get the perma block, mental block when I play Soul Calibur. It even happens when I'm fighting real people. Like, if I block a series of attacks, I really struggle to get out of that block and go back on the offensive. That's why normally I just play as a strictly offensive fighter. Like, I just go all in, keep the pressure on, and I don't plan on blocking very, very many things. But I know my weaknesses, son. So, yeah. That's that, eh? I wonder if we'll be treated to a cutscene at the end of the credits, although I doubt it, because this game was very, very tight on cutscenes. Which I'm a bit disappointed about, because I think if they had done what Mortal Kombat done for this, it would have been the best fighting single player experience ever made. But they went with the reading and stills, which I don't really like, if I'm honest. Come on, I mean, it's fucking 2018. We've had cutscenes for like 15-20 years now, and this game decided not to do that. I think it's a bit of a cop-out, really. But still, regardless of the cop-out I think it was still really well done. And I had a lot of fun. So do we get to continue with the Libra of Souls?
Your soul surges in your body.
What the hell? The game is not over, lads. The game is not finished. Oh my, this game just keeps teasing you. How many final bosses is there going to be in this game? We had Aswell, who we fought once. Defeated him, he fell off the edge with Groh. We found him again, defeated him when he went Super Saiyan mode. Now we've found Groh, we've beat Groh, and the story's still continuing. So, lads, looks like we're not over. I'll see you in the next episode. Bloody Nora.